You know what? I thought I'd tell y'all a little bit of a story here about my trip to Los Angeles, California, back in about 89, 90, somewhere around there. I was assigned to Los Angeles, Inglewood, Compton, Watts, man, all the bad neighborhoods they gave them to me. But anyway, we got there, I met my supervisor. Actually, I was supposed to be allowed to drive there, okay? I was transferred from Dayton, Ohio, and I was going to go from Dayton, Ohio to the Los Angeles project, the Lynn Street district there in Los Angeles, California, if y'all don't know what that is. And you don't want to know. But anyway, I was supposed to drive there, so what I did, I put most of my belongings in storage, and I loaded my car with essentials, my car was, microwave, stuff that I needed to survive, stuff that we actually needed to build, halfway set up a decent halfway little house there, where we wouldn't, have to kind of camp out or buy everything new again. So had my car was loaded full, so I was supposed to get like 2 weeks in between the time I was transferred. I was supposed to get a 2-week leave. So I came into Galveston, man. I came to Galveston, and I parked my car in my mom's garage underneath her house, and I went to the club, man. I was drunk. We was drunk, man. It was already getting to be closing time. My pager went off, man. I'm freaking people paid me, man, after I was supposed to get 2 weeks off, okay? Talking about I had just barely drove from Ohio to here, drove straight 26 hours, man. Went to the club, got drunk. With the family. But they paid me, man. Paid me. So I called my supervisor from the club, man. He said, look, man, we need you in Los Angeles ASAP. We need you there like yesterday. He said, look, I got you tickets at Houston Intercontinental Airport. That's back when it was Intercontinental Airport, so okay. You got to be there at 6 a.m. What? Man, come on. Me and Linda was in the club, I was taking Linda with me to Los Angeles. Big mistake, 'cause it was bad. But anyway, so we went and we got the Galveston limousine, left all our belongings in the freaking car underneath the house. All I could do, I could take my duffel bag, packed all our clothing in the duffel bag. I couldn't take our essential stuff we needed, and that's right, I field stripped my weapon, my firearm, my sidearm, my holster and everything, field stripped it, put it in there, took it in there, I had a tag, firearms closed there. I knew that I was taking my weapons with me, I had to. By God, in Los Angeles, I slept with it in the shoulder holster. I wore it to bed. Okay? But anyway, we got there. We met with my supervisors, man. That night it was about like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Finally met my supervisor. I don't know, man. It was dark. I don't know how late it was. I know it was late, man, because we had a long-ass layover in Las Vegas before we actually made it to L.A., man. Freaking idiots. But anyway, he said, the neighborhood's not that bad. We want you to live in a neighborhood, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So I moved into the neighborhood. We moved in this motel, man. It was harder than hell to find a motel. We're talking about 1989, 1990. Back when motels here in Galveston was like $70 for a week, okay? You got the telephone, the cable TV, everything in the room, $70, $80 for the week. Not in L.A. This room was like $270, man. They didn't have a phone or nothing in the room. First night there, okay, we settled in, slept that night, got up. Next day, did my thing. By 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, had to go call my supervisors, okay? There's no phone in the damn room, got to walk to the freaking payphone. So I walked out to the payphone, and as I walked out the room, man, the police come flying in there. There must have been 3 or 4 different police organizations. I mean, they set up a perimeter on this motel to where they could have killed everybody in there if they wanted to. Yeah, it was real. I was like, what the hell, man, what the hell? So I asked them about it. And they said they looked at somebody with a gun, blah, 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 well, all that situation. It spilled out. Of course, they did run me. They checked my fucking guns. They took my guns, ran the serial numbers, they ran me, and then they gave me my gun back, and they said, let me tell you something. It's the LA County Sheriff's Department handed me back my gun. They said, let me tell you something, you're a white boy. They will kill you in this neighborhood because you are white. Yep. Well, I already knew, man. I was highly trained, man. One of the best fighters in the country at that point in time. People just do not know. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to tell you a whole bunch about what happened in Los Angeles, but I will tell you this. You know, they told me to keep that gun in use. There was 2 nights later, 3 nights later. It wasn't long. It was just, I think maybe a week. It was within the first week we was there. I had spent the day in the field, man, all day long. You know, it was about 8 o'clock or so. The sun was down, it was dark. I had to go call my supervisor. I told Linda, I'm going to go call my supervisor. I went to open the door, I unlocked it, and as I opened it, wa-boom, wa-boom! 2, bam! So close to it, I could feel the vibration from it. So I said, well, hell, let me close the door. And then my first instinct was, you know what, I'm wearing a fucking gun right now. Stop this motherfucker. Somebody killed him, I can get him right now. My second instinct was, well, you know, I'm subject to California state law, and if I kill these people, I'm probably going to go to jail myself. So I'm just going to wait a second. I waited a second. I thought in my mind, I said, you know, if I just killed somebody, I'd be the hell up on out of here. I'd be gone. So I'm going to go out. So I opened the door and I stepped out. Right there in the doorway to the room next door to me, 3 inches away, you know, 2 doors, 2 by 4 in between the 2 doors. Right there next to there, laying in the doorway with no head, is a female prostitute known as Peaches. The girl off the street known as Peaches, yeah. Head gone from here up. Okay, there's a man come walked out the room with blood all over his chest. I mean, he looks bad, man. He looks at me. Kind of pale white, but he's a brown-skinned Mexican, man. Getting this 280ZX, an orange 280ZX, and he actually pushed it out. I guess reverse or something was out in the vehicle, because he actually pushed it out, got in it, and drove off. Another room down, chick come running out the room, screaming and yelling, "That's him! That's him! That's him!" Calling up this guy's tag numbers. This was not him. I told her, I said, look, what you need to do is you need to go in that room. Lock that door. So this is real. This is real. So what I did was I walked out to the street, because there was the day back then we didn't have cell phones. Okay, first of all, only the rich people got those, man. Not everybody got them. I had pagers. So I had to go to the freaking street to call the police. So I dialed 911. Yep. And they wanted to keep me online. There's a cop driving by. I said, fuck that shit. Boom. I hung up the phone. I stopped that cop. It was a female lady cop, LA County Sheriff's Department. Told her, look, man, somebody just got their head blown off over here. Told her the story about the man pushing the car out. They pulled him over 2 blocks down the road. See, if I would have stayed online with 911, they wouldn't have got it that fast. Them cops got radios. So I ran in front of the police car, stopped the police car, told her what was going on, told her about the car that just left. They stopped it. He was driving himself to the hospital. He was shot in the chest. He was up against the wall because the chick was in the doorway with her head blown off. And he was laying on the bed up against the wall with his back on the wall. He was leaning on the bed, you know, up against the headboard. 12 gauge double out butt from the door. We're talking about 12 feet maybe. Okay, all you need to think that it's going to be a big ass pattern. Got news for you. About 12 feet, was about that big around, dead center of that man's chest, through his chest, through the wall, and blew off the girl's finger on the other side even. Yeah. That was within the first week we was there. Now, I did some gunplay myself, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't long after that, you know, I mean, there was a lot of people got that gun stuck in their face quick, okay? And once or twice, I pop, 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 you understand? And I actually got transferred out of there because I caught them cocksuckers trying to rob me. No, I used my gun. My supervisor said, look, man, you ain't supposed to do that. You're supposed to call the police. I said, they're going to rob me. Spend all my money, done had that heroin shot up their veins before the police even get here. No, they didn't rob me. But I didn't kill him. That time I didn't actually fire none. I held that boy at gunpoint. But my supervisor was like, look, man, we're going to transfer you out. That was one of the real Crips, just like the one that killed that woman. That was one of the Crips. That's something else, okay? The police that night, they took everybody to jail. Me, Linda, everybody at that motel went into custody. They did not leave one person there, okay? As potential witnesses. Most of them, they put this shit on their hands, you know, to check and see if they shot a gun. Me and Linda, they did not. But they wouldn't let us go, man, because I was arguing and fighting with them, and they kept telling me, I told them I'm going to leave. They said, you try to leave, then we are going to arrest you for obstruction. Because they called me a witness. Well, you know, that was just pissing me off. Fuck them. I didn't tell them a goddamn thing. Pissed me off. Didn't give me no bed to sleep in or nothing, man. Kept me up all night. I was mad. But they took me back to that motel. Now, we're talking about this shooting happened at about 8 o'clock at night. Now, we was there till probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock before they took us all to jail, you know, because they had us all wrapped up. Now, come on, you're coming with us. So they took me back to that motel about 6 o'clock the next morning. The sun was barely rising. They dropped me off, they drive out. As they drive out, this old junky ass Ford Granada white with a red roof pulls up. Got 6 African American individuals in a dirty and nasty looking piece of shit motherfuckers, man, every one of them wearing blue. These was the Raymonds, the Crips. And that man sat right there and described that murder scene to me in detail. In detail. The only way he could have told me the things he told me is if he would have been standing there that night and if he was the one done it. Yep. And then he asked me what did I see. He told me I didn't see shit. There was some crime scene tape on the ground. He said, go pick that up for me. I told him, fuck you. You go pick that up yourself. I'm going in and going to sleep. Yeah, but we moved right away. I mean, instantly, you know. I mean, my supervisor was there, and hey, look, man, we'll give you $3,000. You know, you go down the road, you know, blah 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 blah. We moved to a place called Hawthorne, just down the road. Hawthorne's not that bad, but I mean, you'd be surprised how Los Angeles is, man. I mean, you got death and destruction right here. You walk across the street, we got mansions and millionaires. Now, if you ain't supposed to be across that street where the mansions and millionaires are, the police swarm you quick till you get back across the street where you belong. But I had business in all the neighborhoods, so, you know, even though they, you know, they swarm me in all of them, but, you know, I just want y'all to know, man, Los Angeles, back then, it was just before the Rodney King riots, man, and the place was very, very bad. Very, very bad. So I transferred from there. I went back to Bell Fountain, Ohio, which was still Dayton, but Dayton was pretty much done. And that area was done, and then they transferred me to Rhode Island. I went to Rhode Island to the New England states, and that was pretty horrible too, but I wasn't there very long. But anyway, Los Angeles, I was actually supposed to be there for 3 months. I had a 3-month fucking project. I was there for about 5 weeks. Oh no, man. You know what? Them people, man, horrible. That's my trip to Los Angeles. Yep.